Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. At the risk of taking the spotlight off of this week's custom deck, how about that Sentinels Definitive Edition, huh? Very glad that the beans were spilled about it, because one of the big reasons that I haven't been doing a lot of playtesting recently for my material or for other people's material is because I was helping playtest that game. And now it's out, and that's great, and hopefully I can get back into a little more regular work on things on the custom Sentinels side. That being said, that wasn't the only reason, and hopefully I'll be talking about the other reason soon. But for this week, we are taking a look at Ember, the monk created by Zontan. Zontan has a couple of hero decks who are the default example hero characters from Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition playbook. I'm actually rather familiar with these characters, and Ember, of course, was the default monk. I think she's a human. She doesn't have any points on her ears, so yeah, she's going to be kicking some ass. She'll be fighting Choke Point in Rook City, because I keep track of how often each deck appears in this show, and I would like everything to be shown at least twice, and I want to get Rook City out of the way so I never have to look at it again. Ember will be fighting alongside Extreme Prime Warden's Captain Cosmic, the new Stranger in the Corn variant, which is probably my favorite of the new variants because he's just called the Stranger in the Corn, and I think it's hilarious, and Armored Guys. Here we go. Stripped Resources. Cool. Nothing happens. She hits the highest for 3. That'll be Guys. Captain Cosmic will play Autonomous Blade. Normally I would play this on himself, but he's not the star this week, and he'll go ahead and use his power, hit Choke Point for 2, draw a card. I'm going to play Mark of the Bloodthorn. That'll be very cool on with the Autonomous Blade. His power is Fields of Terror. The stranger or a target next to a rune deals a target 2 psychic damage. So we will have Ember do 2 psychic damage, which means the Autonomous Blade goes off. Already having a good combo. Draw a card. Let's see. Guys is going to play Gritty Reboot, and we will use the first half of his power bulk up. Choose one of your ongoings. Next time it would be destroyed. Prevent that. Draw a card. Ember is going to start off with a meditation. Search your deck for an ongoing card, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck, you may play a card. I've got 2 ongoings in hand, so let's see what I can find that is not one of those. I will play this other meditation and do the same thing. And now let's see what I can play. We will play Uncanny Dodge. When this card enters play, you may play a card. Whenever Ember would be dealt damage, you may destroy this card to prevent the damage. So off of that, we will play Adamantine Fists. Melee damage dealt by Ember is increased by 1 and irreducible. That sounds pretty cool. That's not going to work with Stranger's power, but that's okay. Her base power is Key Strike. Add 2 tokens to your key pool. Ember may deal a target 1 melee damage. Let's go ahead and do that. 2 tokens, 2 melee damage, and the Autonomous Blade will also hit Choke Point for 2. Draw a card. Rook City, do your worst. Falling Statuary, hitting the second lowest. The lowest is the Autonomous Blade. Guys will take that, because he can draw a card. Alright, Choke Point, shocking animation. No equipments in place, that goes face down. You know, unless Ember has equipment, and I don't know if she does, there may actually be none in this party. That's funny. She hits the highest for 3, that'll be Ember, who gets to deal a target 1 toxic damage. Hit her, Autonomous Blade goes off. Captain Cosmic is going to play a Sustained Influence because he got the chance to. Use his power and hit her for 2. Draw a card. Stranger hits himself for 1. Let's go ahead and play the Old Roads. Gets me Glyph of Decay. Shuffle, draw a card. Power on that is you may play a rune. The stranger deals a target 1 toxic damage. Nah. We'll go ahead and have Ember deal 2 psychic damage and 2 energy damage from the Autonomous Blade. Draw a card. Start of turn, Gritty Reboot is not destroyed. So we'll play best card ever. Draw 2 cards. Guys regains a hit point. Guys deals target 2 melee damage. I will throw my hands in the air and go woo! What will I do with all of my woo? I'll play Look What I Found. Hit her for 3, increases next damage by 1. We'll use the second half of his power. Draw 3 cards, discard 3 cards. Guys deals a target 3 melee damage and destroy a hero, ongoing, or equipment card. 4 melee damage, and we'll destroy Gritty Reboot. Yeah, that's fine. Draw a card. Let's play Flurry of Blows. Whenever Ember deals melee damage, you may remove a token from your key pool to increase it by 2. The power is remove 2 tokens from your key pool. If you do, Ember deals a target 2 melee damage and 1 melee damage. Let's go ahead and do that. 2 tokens, that'll be 3 and 2, plus 2 from the Autonomous Blade. Draw a card. Rook City, Ambitious Racketeer. He's going to hit 3 hero targets for 2 each. It'll be just everybody who has more than 24 HP. Ember takes damage, so she gets to deal something 1 toxic. She'll hit Choke Point, and we'll have the Autonomous Blade hit her as well. Okay, Choke Point. Harvest the Mighty. The hero character card with the most cards in play, 4 energy damage. That is probably Ember. We will go ahead and Uncanny Dodge and ignore the damage. but then she loses a card in her play area, and it could be any of these. You know what? I'm going to have it be the rune, because Stranger's got another one. Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, and then she hits the highest for 3. I'll have Captain Cosmic take that. Alrighty, let's play Wounding Buffer on Ember, and then he will use his power to do 1, 2, 3 to choke point. Draw a card. Stranger's going to play Mark of the Bloodthorn on Ember, and we will have her deal 2 psychic damage, and 2 from the Autonomous Blade. Draw a card. Guys is going to retcon the Racketeer, I think, and let's play Total Beefcake, and we will go ahead and make that indestructible. Draw a card. Let's play Step of the Wind. Whenever Ember would take 3 or less damage, you may remove a token from your key pool to redirect it to another hero target and reduce it by 1. Power is remove a token from your key pool. If you do, you may play a card. We'll just go ahead and use her base power. 2 tokens, do 2 melee damage to choke point, also 2 from the Autonomous Blade. Draw a card. Rook City. Falling Statuary. That's going to hit one of the constructs. Let's have it be the Wounding Buffer. Okay, cool. Choke point. Material Upheaval. Choke point deals each non-villain target 2 projectile damage. Okay, first off, she'll hit Ember. That means the Wounding Buffer hits her for 2, and then Ember can hit her for 1 toxic damage, and the Autonomous Blade hits her for 2. And the Wounding Buffer is destroyed, and I'm not going to bring it back because I don't care. Guys, Beefcakes it onto choke point. There are no equipment cards in play, so she hits everybody for 2 more. Now, I will sustain influence, put the Autonomous Blade back into play. And then I think I'll use Step of the Wind. Remove 1 token, redirect that damage to Guys, and reduce it by 1, since he didn't take the first hit. Sucker. And then she will hit Ember for 3, and that's it. Alright, Captain Cosmic going to play Vitality Conduit on himself. 3 damage to choke points. This game is going to be over pretty quickly. Stranger deals himself no damage. Just going to throw another Mark of the Bloodthorn on her, because that's really awesome. We will have her deal 2 psychic damage, and 2 energy damage, and draw a card. This might be over real quick. Total Beefcake is not destroyed. Let's look what I found. Hit her for 3. Then I will make Total Beefcake indestructible again, and draw a card. Ember can probably finish her off. Let's play Moment of Perfection. Until the end of your turn, increase all damage dealt by Ember by 1. You may use any number of powers during your power phase this turn. Cool, I have 3. I would use Step of the Wind, but I don't really have anything to play, so we'll just use her base power. Get 3 tokens, deal target 1, 2, 3 melee damage, and the Autonomous Blade kills her, and then we use Flurry of Blows, remove 2 tokens, and I can remove 1 more to increase that to, let's see, 4 and 3 becomes 5 and 3, so I hit her for 8. Okay, she's down to negative 9 HP, we win. That was pretty easy. Rook City didn't put up much of a fight, but hopefully you can see that Ember is pretty cool. Let's take a look at the rest of her deck. Wholeness of Body. Remove up to 3 tokens from your key pool. For each removed, Ember regains 3 HP. Opportunist. First time each turn any hero target other than Ember deals damage to a non-hero target, you may remove a token from your key pool to have Ember deal the same target 2 melee damage. Oh wow, that would have been nasty with this setup. Quivering Palm. Play this card next to a non-character target. Power. Remove 3 tokens from your key pool. If you do, destroy that target and this card. Stunning Strike. Ember deals a target 2 melee damage. A non-character target dealt damage this way loses all start and end of turn effects until the start of your next turn. Would not have really worked in this game. Patient Defense. That's funny because that's Bo from Critical Role. Reduce damage dealt to Ember by 1. At the start of your turn, remove a token from your key pool. If you do not, destroy this card. Power is reduce damage dealt to Ember by 1 until the start of your next turn. Drunken Monkey. Ember deals a target 3 melee damage. You may remove a token from your key pool. If you do, that target deals another target 3 melee damage. Perfect Self. At the end of your turn, if you have no tokens in your key pool, add 2 tokens to your key pool. The power is add 4 tokens. Wow. Moment of Stillness. Add 5 tokens to your key pool. You may draw 2 cards. Tranquility. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to or by Ember. First time each turn damage is prevented this way, you may draw a card. At the start of your turn, destroy this card. Diamond Soul. Whenever you add tokens to your key pool, increase that amount by 1. Wow. Power is add 2 tokens to your key pool, you may draw a card. That's really good, especially since you can get up to 4 and 5 tokens at once. Sweeping Cinder Strike. Isn't that what's her name from Avatar? Remove 2 tokens from your key pool. If you do, Ember deals all non-hero targets 3 fire damage each. That's pretty cool. And that is it. You can find Ember on Zontan's Custom Sentinels mod. As always, thank you for watching. Tabletop Simulator, the Rear Sentinels called DLC, Zontan's Custom Sentinels mod, and Adelphage's archives are not licensed to against products. Please support the official release and flip. Throw a melee +1 +2.